Good morning everyone, my name is Kanika and I am your science teacher from Vidya Bal Bhawan Sr. Secondary School. Today we are going to start a new chapter of class 9, that is sound. So what is sound? Sound is a form of energy that gives us sensation of hearing, right? It is a mechanical wave. So what is mechanical wave? There are two types of waves. First is electromagnetic waves and second is mechanical waves. Electromagnetic waves do not require any medium to travel. Example is light, right? Sun gives us light, but it does not require any medium. The second one is mechanical wave. Mechanical waves always require a medium. This means sound requires a medium to travel. It cannot travel in vacuum, right? Suppose if we are ringing a bell, we hear a sound, right? But if we kept a ringing bell in a vacuum, we will not be able to hear the sound because the sound is a mechanical wave. Second is, it is a longitudinal wave. What is longitudinal wave? Wave where the particles in medium vibrate in the same direction as the wave travels. You can see here with the help of this diagram, we will see how the sound is longitudinal wave, because here you can see the particles of wave in a medium are traveling in the same direction where the wave is traveling. So sound is a mechanical wave and it is a longitudinal wave, right? You can see here in the diagram the sound travels in compressions and rarefactions. Compression is a area where the waves are very near or closer to each other. In rarefactions, the waves are very far from each other. So, the sound travels in rarefactions and compression. First of all, when the air particles are closer to each other, it is known as compressions, and when the particles are away from each other, rarefaction. That is, sound travels in rarefaction, compression, rarefaction, compression. By this way the sounds move in our next direction. Always remember that the sound is produced by a vibrating body. You can do an experiment right now also. While speaking, put your hand on the neck. You will see that your neck is vibrating. Why so? Because your voice box is vibrating, and because of that vibration, the sound is produced. You must have seen the tabla and other musical instrument where the membrane is vibrated, and because of that vibration sound is produced. And in guitar also the strings are struck, and because of that strike the sensation of hearing, that is sound is produced. Now the next topic is speed of sound in a medium. In solid the speed of sound is much higher than the speed in liquid and gases. This means that the sound travels in solid much faster than the liquid and gases. Why so? Because in solid the intermolecular space is very less. This means the particles are much closer to each other. So the rarefactions and compressions are made very easily. But in liquid the intermolecular space is slightly larger, and in the gas the particles are very far from each other. So the formation of compression and rarefactions take time. Now the characteristics of sound wave. First characteristic is wavelength. Wavelength is distance between the two consecutive troughs or crests. You can see here this is crest and these are troughs. Here the distance between the two consecutive troughs is known as wavelength. Now the next is amplitude. Amplitude is maximum displacement of particle from the mean position. This means from the mean position how far the particles are moving. It is known as amplitude. Third is time period. Time period is time taken by the wave to complete one cycle. This means how much time it is taking to complete one vibration. or one complete cycle. It is known as time period. Suppose a wave is traveling and it is taking around 5 seconds to complete one cycle. Then the time period will be 5 seconds. Now the last is frequency. Frequency is number of waves completed in 1 second. Suppose in 1 second the 5 cycles or 5 waves are completed, then the frequency will be 5. Thank you.